happiness is easy. It's cure unhappiness. Curing unhappiness, that's where it gets a little complicated. Hello, Internet. We're doing something a little different today. As you can see, I'm not holding the camera. I have a cameraman, best friend. He doesn't want me to say his name, so his name is Anonymous. So yeah, happiness. Secret to happiness. It's all a mind game. That's as simple as it is. One of those things where it's simple but not easy. See, happiness is easy. It's cure unhappiness. Curing unhappiness, that's where it gets a little complicated. I mean, there's like a million different causes of unhappiness. I don't have this. I wish I could do that. I wish I had that. Or I wish I were that. Noticing a theme? There's like a million different ways to be unhappy, and there's a stick right there, so don't trip. Yeah. I like how you had to like look at it. Oh yeah, there's a stick there. He's not lying. Where was I? Oh yeah, there's like a million different ways to get happy, but they all center around the same thing. Focusing on something you don't like. That's as simple as it is. You are what you think about. If you constantly think about the things that make you feel bad, like I wish I had that, or I wish I didn't have that, or I wish I could avoid that. If you're constantly focusing on things that make you feel bad, you're going to feel bad. So how do you fix that? Well, one, you have to pay attention. Pay attention to what you're thinking about. And every time you focusing on something that you don't like, or you feel sorry for yourself, start focusing instead on what you do have, what's going right, what you're thankful for, what you're grateful for. You know, like, give me an example. It is very muddy where I'm standing. I need to move, otherwise I'm going to sink. Okay, so my cameraman Anonymous can't think of an example. Okay. So a thought that tends to make people feel bad. I'm not making enough money. I may not be able to pay the bills. I may not be able to eat. Okay, so first of all, that's focusing on the problem. Focusing on the problem never solves the problem. Focus on the solution. How do you make more money? Or maybe you are making enough money, maybe you're just spending it wrong. And we're getting a little complicated here. So it's like, did you eat breakfast today? Did you eat lunch today? Did you eat dinner today? There are a lot of people in the world who don't get that. They don't get to eat breakfast. They don't get to eat lunch. They don't get to eat dinner. In fact, there are some people in the world right now, if they don't eat today, they might not be alive tomorrow. Are you better off than that? Be thankful. This is the cure for unhappiness. And this is the secret to happiness. Not worrying about what you don't have, what you wish you had, what might happen in the future. What's happening right now? What do you have? What's going right? And what can you do to make your life better? That's happiness. A quick impromptu video. I don't even have an actual script, but I just remember something I was thinking about last night. By the way, cameraman, also Anonymous, still. We were having a conversation. But what I was thinking about, the world is changing right now. I mean, you can feel it, but you can't feel it. You know, it's like technology. You know, every single time in human history that there's been like an insurgence of technology has been followed by some sort of like enlightenment or renaissance. You know, like the actual Renaissance or the Age of Enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. You know, after World War II, when we had like the Cold War, the threat of nuclear war, the atom bomb, and all that. We had the hippie movement, and criticize it all you want. It's like people started thinking more along the lines of, we have to live on this planet, not just us, but our descendants. Mentality changed beyond what's going on right now to what's happening in the future. Well, I mean, the internet and communications, it's changing everything. It's changing how we exchange ideas. It's no longer, if I want to communicate with somebody halfway across the world, like when I was growing up, if you wanted to communicate with someone halfway across the world, or just like in another state, you had to write a letter out and then mail it, and then wait like a week for it to get there, and then they had to write out a reply, mail it back to you, and you had to wait. Now it's just like you pull out your phone, and I can't pull out my phone because you're looking at me through it. But you pull out your phone, and the person gets a message in seconds. Communication has changed, and it's changing. It's like business is no longer about selling products or selling services. I mean, that's still part of it. That's like the immediate right now part of business. But it's like back in the 80s. Let's say you were a guy who made porcelain carvings of period correct Chinese soldiers. You had to worry about, okay, how many people are in my local area? It's like maybe 1,000. How many of those are going to want to buy this? Okay, that's my market. Can I make money off this? No. Can't do that. Now, with communications the way it is now, your market is the entire world. So it's not so much, are there people who will buy this? Yes, there are people who will buy this. There are people who want this. Business is no longer about, will people buy this and can I make money off it? It's, how can I get the message out that I'm selling a product that you might be interested in? That's what business is now. So it's like, there's always a market for something. That was the big idea, my big shower moment last night. Yes, I have ideas in the shower.